Welcome to my little podcast on AAAL and how to get comfortable there. I've been going to AAAL for the last 15 or more years, and I must say I find it one of the most supportive and friendliest conferences that I attend. So that's good news to begin with, that people are very interested in supporting early career scholars in their work, and it's an a highly intellectual and rigorous conference, so you can really gain from coming to it, presenting at it, and getting to know the community. In terms of networking and kind of getting familiar with AAAL in general, I'd very much recommend going to the receptions, any mentoring opportunities they have, graduate kind of forum type of activities, because there you start building your cohort who would probably be running AAAL in 10 years or so. So I'd very much recommend that in terms of networking. Also, they've started a whole mentoring program at AAAL. I had the wonderful opportunity of working with some doctoral students last year from different universities interested in the kind of work I do, and it was a very engaging and worthwhile experience for me, and hopefully for the graduate students, and I'm sure I'll see them again this year. In terms of how you kind of start connecting in deeper ways with people that are doing the same type of research as you, that's where the study of the program and also identifying your own research interests comes to play, especially before the conference, looking at the program, thinking about that kind of strand of research that you're doing and getting excited about the leading scholars in that area and also emerging scholars who are doing really interesting work in it. So I'd really very much recommend preparing for AAAL. If you kind of just go and just listen to your friends and say, oh, I think this session or that, it is not as motivated an exploration of your research and how that's connecting to the wonderful research that scholars are doing in AAAL. Other than that, also I think let's just talk a little bit about the presentation and how I feel preparing for a presentation, and this is of course very subjective, what that means. I think first of all, one thing that I did myself as a beginning scholar, and a lot of people do in their early presentations, is to provide too much information, too many slides, and too little focus on the linguistics elements in their work. So the key is to kind of, bring people in to get excited. Obviously there's a hook into your presentation, but really be focusing in on perhaps the findings or the theory that you really want to get feedback on, and also that you want to share with the community. So the other part gets maybe sliced off. I always think of the figurative thing of the lawnmower, of you can have as many slides as you want, but then when you're preparing and presenting to your colleagues, to your peers, before the conference, that you're making sure that you're shortening it and that everything you're saying is pertinent to your 20-minute or really, frankly, less than that, because you want interaction, 15-minute presentation of some wonderful piece of research or theory that you're developing. So go big first, but really narrow in, and make sure to present to your peers and get some feedback, good constructive feedback. So make sure you're in a supportive environment when you're doing this. And finally, in terms of the general conference, be also open to looking across, especially through the plenaries, of looking across what's going on in the field at this point in time, because you may find yourself very attracted to something that you didn't realize that you wanted to do. So make sure that you're open to going to these plenaries, and then maybe perhaps connected to your interest in following that into presentations and seminars. Thank you so much.